Hi, welcome to this demo of the user status web parts. I'm just going to walk you through how these web parts work. So the basic idea here is that we have some kind of overview of what our users on the internet are doing. So what I have here is two web parts. The first one is the one where I can indicate what kind of status I have. So I'm pulling out some data, I'm putting down in a drop down. So I can choose the status and I can put it to free text here, whatever I want to specify here. And when I press go, it'll just save back to the user's properties, and that gets pulled up by the second user status web part down here, which will show a trivial structure of all the members on my intranet and what they're doing. So these two web parts are independent, so I can put on the user status web part, the tree view wherever I want to. I can leave out this status web part if I want to. So I could put the user status web part on a public-facing internet, or a public-facing SharePoint internet site or extranet to indicate exactly what I'm doing. So just to show you, I guess I'm pulling the statuses out of a task list. So let's just dive into the task list there. Yes, that's right. I have 4 items in my task list. So let's just put in another task item here and see if that shows up. And it does. Okay. So let's say test again. Save that. So it's saved by X. And if we wait a minute, it will auto refresh by itself. Yeah, that's a personal setting, so you can set it to update once a minute or X number of minutes between each update. So just to show you, if I configure this drop down here to pull from another list, I'm able to pull out of every available lists there are in SharePoint. So I have a list here called status. So let's see if I'm able to shift the items in the drop down to the items in my task list here. Sorry, my status. So I have a status. SharePoint list has apparently 2 items, in, out. So I can put in here like sick, leave, or left the company, or whatever I want to show up in the drop down here. Now we thought it would be quite nice if you were able to show statuses from other sites on the internet. So let's go ahead and make a document workspace. So while I'm creating that, project X. So that's a project we're going to work on. So I would like the members that are in this site to be able to specify what they're working on this project. So let's put in the web part here saying it must be this one. So let's dive into the properties. Specify where we want this to show, which items should be appearing in the drop down. So I'm choosing the task list. So it should be empty now. So let's just exit edit mode and dive into a task list that is here. Just make a task here. Good. Back to the front page of that project, saying doing HTML. Just press enter. That's it. So I don't have I don't have the web part that shows the user status on this one. I could have that as well. That doesn't. Let's just do that for fun. Let me just. It's down here. User status web part. So we got this on the side now. So we are able to configure this web part as well. It has a couple of settings. You're able to show users only in the head specified a department. We are able to indicate which interval of updating you should use, and then we are able to say which department should be expand. So it's out of the picture here, like of your view here. So I'll just show you how it works. I'm just going to save that, and we're going to jump to the front page of this project. So down here, this change to status web part. Up here, our status web part, where we can see what people are doing. So if I switch back here, you can see I have mixed statuses. These status indication comes from the list on the front page, and the one concerning me down here, coding project X, it comes from this side. So I'm back at the front side, and let's see if it remembers that, and it certainly does. Thank you for looking. Enjoy.